What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. CLT Aviation 13 here with another update for the Fort Lauderdale 1 to 400 scale series. Today is the third video, and not a whole lot has changed. I'm still in that process of selling my NG models 321s. Haven't made a whole lot of headway yet on that. So I'm still going to be working on getting more Gemini Jet 1 to 400 Spirits. In terms of everything else, I have acquired new airplanes, but you won't really be seeing a whole lot of new stuff. The flight schedule just doesn't deem it necessary to have I have some extra 321s Deltas, but they're just not going to be needed for today's video. Without further ado though, we'll go ahead and get things started. As usual, I like to mention every video, this is kind of the Ron section, remain overnight parking. So yeah, this is just showcasing that. You got some JetBlues, you got the high-rise 320 Aero Classic, the Gemini Jets Vets in blue, and then the barcode Sharklet, and then the Azul A330-900 Neo, looking really nice. And like I said, we'll go start things off over here with the Thank You Delta 321, which is heading to New York John F. Kennedy. And then lining up on the runway is JetBlue 321 Neo with service to Boston. Next up, we have a Southwest 737-800 with service to Baltimore. And then we have a Tartan 320, which is heading to Port-au-Prince. And then a Southwest 737-700 with service to Tampa. And then next we have two ATRs, one to Key West and then one to Freeport. Hopefully they make a ATR, or the bigger ATR, I should say. Just be nice to see, have another variation of the ATR for the videos. And here's a 319 United, new colors, service to Houston. And then moving on over to the Spirit. We'll start with this one today, and then we'll finish off right at A13. As usual, the wide body parking spots are symbolizing Concourse G, and then the rest of the gates are symbolizing the other parts of the terminal, like the F concourse and the H part and all that stuff. So with that being said, we'll start with this Spirit 321. I'm just gonna make a flight to Atlanta. And the next Spirit A321 was service to Detroit. Got the JetBlue FDNY with service to San Juan. And then we got the Blue Rica 320, service to Newark. And we have the Blueberries A320, which is gonna make a flight to, have him go to St. Martin. I don't think that's actually active flight though, so, because I haven't seen it operate, but if it's, Blueprint E190 with service to Jacksonville. A321 Neo with service to New York John F. Kennedy. We got a 320 high-rise pushing back, service to LaGuardia. And we have a 320 Boston Celtics for DCA. And 321 acting as a min-flight, service to San Francisco. Blueberry Sharklet 320, it's gonna make a flight to Las Vegas. Two Americans, 738 and a 321. 738 is heading to Philadelphia, and then the 321 to Charlotte. All right, starting things up on this side, the One World 737-800 just arrived from Charlotte, and we'll head back to Charlotte as well. And then we have the JetBlue Prism 321, again acting as a mint flight with service to Los Angeles. Hopefully as things could proceed on and get a little bit better, we'll be able to do a little bit more routes. The flight schedules have been pretty consistent, not a whole lot of variety. Some things operate on a weekly, per weekly, not daily. So when I go through the schedules, it's really just whatever day I go through it on Flight Radar, and I kind of just try to take a glance and remember something. But I'll try to pick better days that might have a little bit more destinations offered, just to make it a little bit more exciting. And then we have some empty gates. A lot of empty gates. Now on the Spirit section, Spirit is, I love the aesthetics of the Spirit 321s. Not even just 321s in general, but just the Spirit colors. Obviously, they definitely pop. This one right here, I decided to spice it up because Spirit does this is their biggest hub. So I was able to find a flight that was kind of cool. This one's heading to Panama City. Is the 321. And then next up we have the Spirit Flight 1 to Chicago. And then we have a Spirit 320 and then the other 321 right there. So the 320 is heading to Orlando. Actually didn't realize Spirit did a lot of intra-Florida flying. I didn't know it was actually I didn't know they still did it, to be honest with you. I knew Southwest did. I knew they had Tampa and Orlando in there. They also had Jacksonville at some point. I believe Spirit actually ran Jacksonville, Fort Lauderdale. I don't think it's active anymore. I just know when I was flying on the route, there was a 319 that was operating at the time. I don't think it exists anymore. But anyways, like I said, 320 to Orlando. And then here's another 321 with service to San Pedro Sula. So I don't know where that is, but again, looked cool, sounded cool, and something totally different, never even used. So thought that would be a good one to have. All right, guys, on to the final part of the video. We'll start with the Alaska 737-800, which just came in from Seattle. Then we'll back up to the Delta 319, taxiing out to the runway for a flight to Boston. Southwest 737-800. This guy's gonna make a flight to St. Louis. Delta section's looking pretty similar to the previous video. Again, schedules are pretty consistent. No need to overdo it here. This pretty much covers everything that is necessary. So we'll start with the 757-200, which can make a flight to Detroit. Delta 321, service to Salt Lake City. Delta 767-300 with service to Atlanta. Scooting on back to the Southwest and the Uniteds. We'll start with the 738, service to Nashville. Southwest Florida 1 with service to Orlando. And the 738 with service to Baltimore. I have another one of those. Plenty to go for those BWI flights. And then the Starline 738 with service to Denver. Standard livery to Chicago. And then United 320 with service to Newark. So that wraps things up here for the third Fort Lauderdale Airport update. As always, please like and subscribe. Truly helps out the channel a lot. I say that every video, but it does. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in the next update.